What's up, family? Breaking news as we just had about 4 different bills getting passed and signed into law. We typically don't see this type of action until after we elect a new president, but nevertheless, this is some good news for the American people. Also, guys, we have updated news regarding the Biden student loan forgiveness plan. The Senate has announced that they have a new plan or alternative to combat the Biden plan. But anyways, be sure to watch this video until the very end. Now, let's go ahead and jump into the video. Starting off, we first want to acknowledge all of the fathers out there. Yes, guys, happy Father's Day today. It is an amazing day, guys, just to be alive just one more day. So we definitely give thanks to the one above. So anyways, guys, all you fathers out there, though, especially the ones that are active in children's lives, because we all know, guys, that children need their fathers as well as they need their mothers, of course. But today is our day, guys. So happy Father's Day to you. Moving on, guys, we do want to talk about the first bill on the list, which was signed in Florida by the governor, Ron DeSantis, in which he recently signed a bill that was basically banning direct-to-consumer car sales for the state of Florida. But he made an exception to one car company, and that was Tesla. Now, obviously, we was expected to see this because Ron DeSantis actually has a relationship with Elon Musk, which is also the owner of Tesla as well as Twitter, which we all know that Ron DeSantis made his official announcement that he will be running for the 2024 presidential election. He made that announcement on Twitter with his buddy Elon Musk. So yes, guys, no more direct-to-consumer car sales in the state of Florida unless you are buying a Tesla. So anyways, guys, that is just a weird bill to actually pretty much sign into law. But it does beg the question as to why. Is he doing this because it basically gives people in Florida an opportunity to buy directly a Tesla vehicle versus buying a Ford or a GM vehicle or one of those other Chinese brand vehicles that are going electric as well? I believe that that is the exact reason as to why he is pulling this particular stunt. But anyways, guys, kudos to Tesla, guys. It is an amazing car. I want one myself. But anyways, guys, in Florida, you can only buy a Tesla buying it online. So anyways, guys, moving on, guys, we do want to go to the state of Texas, which these particular 2 bills are one of my favorites, guys. So I definitely am excited to share that with you today. Yes, guys, the governor of Texas, Governor Greg Abbott. Number one, guys, he signed a bill which was basically setting restrictions on transgender athletes playing in college sports. This has been a huge controversy in regards to a man wanting to be a woman and playing in women's sports and pretty much being the best there is in that particular women's sport and vice versa. And so for the state of Texas, guys, Greg Abbott went ahead and signed a bill that pretty much restricted that type of behavior. So basically, if you were born a male, you can only play male sports. And if you were born a female, you can only play female sports. Now, guys, I don't know how you feel about this, but I'm sure there are some mixed signals out there, especially if you are a member or a participant of the LGBTQ community. So I definitely understand that. But anyways, guys, this particular Senate Bill 15 is called the Save Women's Sports Act, in which they are saying that it saves intercollegiate athletes must participate on teams based on their biological sex or what is correctly on their student's birth certificate. So anyways, guys, we obviously know that there have been plenty of people on both sides of the aisles pretty much going against this, in which they are pretty much wanting to support the people that are involved in the LGBT community. But for the state of Texas, that is not going to fly when it comes to playing sports in colleges. So anyways, guys, that is the first bill that was signed by the governor. So yes, guys, this is the second bill on the list, which is not my favorite, guys. We're going to get to that one. But anyways, guys, Greg Abbott ended up signing a bill last week into law, which is basically banning temporary license plates in the state of Texas. Now, I know some of you out there that don't live in Texas, you might not necessarily have to deal with this in your particular state, but here in Texas, pretty much when you buy a car, they give you what's called called a paper plate, which they basically use a marker and write on it to mark when exactly your real plates will actually come in. Well, a lot of people were using that to their advantage and creating them at home, creating these fake temporary license plates so that they didn't have to register their vehicle, as well as didn't have to worry about paying money for going through the tolls and things like that. So anyways, guys, it has been a huge havoc, and pretty much this issue of this massive fraud pretty much started 6 years ago, back in 2017. So it has been a huge issue dealing with these paper tags. But according to this new law, which is HB 718, yes, guys, they're pretty much going to be banning these paper plates. So me personally, I haven't researched this enough to find out exactly how they plan on handling the issue of people buying vehicles and waiting on their tags to come in. But so far, guys, we know that they are doing away with these paper tags because of the abuse that has been going on in regards to this. People pretty much driving around with paper tags for years just so they can avoid different types of things like paying their toll tags. So anyways, guys, he put an end to that. So we'll just have to see what the next plans are. But let's go ahead and talk about the next bill on the list, which is in Texas, guys. This is my favorite to see. Yes, Governor Greg Abbott, guys, signs a new bill or a new law mandating to have armed security at every single Texas school. Yes, guys, Abbott ended up signing the School Safety House Bill number 3 into law last Tuesday. Guys, this is amazing, guys, because we have seen a lot of mass shootings, especially that huge mass shooting that happened in Uvalde, Texas, in which a lot of students, guys, our young kids, our young children ended up losing their lives because of this crazy mass shooting that ended up happening. And so instead of, Texas, which is pretty much very lenient on the gun laws in Texas, but instead of urging and increasing the different gun restrictions in the state of Texas, he decided to do something totally different, which is basically mandating to have these armed security at every single public school in the state of Texas. Now, we all know that President Biden, as well as the Biden administration, as well as a lot of Democrats, have been pushing for this tighter and tougher gun restrictions, and pretty much they have been trying to ban all machine type of guns in the country. But that is not going to fly, guys. The gun community is not having it. So Greg Abbott decided to do a little bit differently and go ahead and mandate these armed security guards. But guys, I want to know what you think about this. What do you think? Do you think this is a good idea? Because let's face it, guys, if you think about it, if they do ban all of these machine type of rifles, other individuals still have them, and then once they put out the ban, it's not going to happen that particular day, which means that other people are going to be going out and buying them off the shelves, and so people are still going to have them. So it really doesn't cut down the opportunity for these mass shootings to actually happen. So on the flip side, this particular law of these armed security guards, which is basically a deterrent of people that want to perform mass shootings at schools, this is going to prevent them, or at least have them think twice before they actually do a mass shooting at our schools. So anyways, guys, this is my favorite bill that was signed by the governor, and this is happening in my home state, guys. So definitely excited to hear that, especially after we see all of the losses of our children that happened at Uvalde, Texas. So again, guys, take the time out right now. I solicit you to go ahead and send up a few prayers for those individuals that lost their lives that day, as well as their families and their friends as well. We definitely continue to keep them in our prayers, guys. I'm sure, I just can't imagine how rough that could be if that was my child. But anyways, guys, we definitely want to pray for them right now. But anyways, guys, let's go ahead and talk about the student loan payments, because yes, guys, there was a pause when the pandemic started in which a lot of people were pretty much not having to pay their student loans. But anyways, guys, that is coming to an end. According to this article, guys, yes, the student loan payments are now going to be due in October after years of them being paused. And yes, guys, people have been pausing them just because they could pause them, and pretty much going out and buying new vehicles and spending the money on luxury type of items instead of paying their student loans back. But guys, the vacation is coming to an end. Yes, guys, you're going to be having to pay your student loans sometime in October, guys, and you need to prepare yourselves, because if you've racked up a lot of debt and don't necessarily have enough money, guys, you are going to be going into default on those student loans as well. And me, myself including, guys, my wife has a student loan in which we did pause it because I lost my job. But anyways, guys, we're going to have to figure out how to start back paying that sometime in October. So anyways, guys, this information came down from the Department of Education, in which they put a lockdown on the student loan payments 3 years ago, and now it is time to resume payments. So anyways, guys, you definitely want to be mindful of that. And in regards to the student loan forgiveness plan by the Biden administration, that is still in limbo, guys. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, President Biden announced that he was willing to eliminate up to $20,000 in student loan debt for students, especially low-income students. So that particular plan has still been halted, waiting on the judge to make a decision whether or not President Biden can actually continue in regards to waiving or eliminating that student loan debt of up to $20,000. So anyways, guys, it is pretty much waiting on the Supreme Court to make a final decision. And until then, guys, you will have to start back paying on your student loans, guys, in October. Prepare yourselves. You have a few months, guys. Get through the summer, and it is going to be around the corner. And speaking of the Biden administration's student loan forgiveness plan, the Senate Republicans responding again. They have now introduced a new plan to tackle the student loan debt in this country. And yes, guys, the Republicans in the Senate are unveiling their own plan to tackle the student loan debt, as the Supreme Court is set to rule very soon on President Biden's student debt relief program. The GOP package is called Lowering Education Costs and Debt Act. Yes, it consists of 5 different bills that the senators say that will address the root cause of the student debt issue, such as increasing prices of college and students taking out loans that they can't really afford. The particular package was introduced by 5 Republican senators previously, and the first 2 bills in the package specifically deal with how colleges give students information before they decide to attend the school. Yes, guys, it is called the College Transparency Act, or better known as the CTA. It would reform the college data reporting system so that students have a better information about outcomes at schools before committing to a university. And then also, guys, one of the other bills is called the Understanding the True Cost of College Act, because let's face it, guys, most people sign for a student loan in which they have no idea how they're going to pay for it or the ramifications of not paying for it in the future. So anyways, guys, that particular bill is going to require schools to have a similar style for their financial aid letters, with a breakdown of the aid so that students can get a better understanding and they can actually compare their offers between multiple schools. So anyways, guys, the last 3 bills deal directly with student loans, including how information is given to borrowers and limiting some borrowing altogether. Yes, guys, this is going to perfect our future kids that are wanting to go to school and get an education. So we definitely are excited about that, but we don't want anyone to go into huge debt not knowing how they're going to actually pay for their schooling. So anyways, guys, the Senate says that they have a new plan or multiple plans on how to combat future students racking up a ton of debt. I have seen multiple people having student loan debt anywhere between $50,000 all the way up to $300,000, and not even liking what they do for a living, guys, not even enjoying their career. So it's definitely mind-blowing, but I am definitely excited to see that someone has decided to do something about it to combat this huge issue in this country, which we don't really see this in other countries, guys, but here in the United States, it is crazy. So I'm definitely excited to see that, guys. But hey, anyways, guys, hey, I hope all this information in this video was helpful to you today. Well, anyways, guys, hey, that's all I have for you today, but feel free to check out some of the items down below in the description. There are a few ways for you to be able to earn some free money, and we love free money, right? Anyways, also some opportunities for you to start investing your money, guys, which is the best way to earn even more money as your money continues to compound year over year. But anyways, guys, that is just a little bit. Check out all the links down below in the description. But anyways, if you enjoyed today's content and you want to see more, please go ahead, subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. And if you like today's video, then go ahead and hit the like button for us. It really helps out this channel, as well as it tells YouTube to share this video with others. But anyways, guys, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.